What's going on, family?
Hi.
In today's video, we're going to talk about the power of faith when it comes to a relationship. You know what's so funny? In the truth, we talk about faith. In life, you'll hear so many people talk about faith. So many people say that without faith, you can't live a happy life. Because every decision that you make in life requires an ounce of faith. Faith that it'll work out. Faith that things will eventually come into your favor. Because a lot of the times we want things to work out. A lot of the times we want our marriage to work out, a relationship. You start dating somebody and you're going through tough times or obstacles, much like everyone in a relationship has gone through. But what keeps someone together? Well, of course, it has to be faith. But see, so many people, when they go through something difficult, when they go through the unexpected, when they thought everything was just going to be sunshine and roses, and they start dating and they're so attracted to this person and they're getting to know one another and it's a new chapter in their life, and perhaps they've never dated before, they have, but they feel the right person, and then boom, something happens. You have a major disagreement. They don't like the way you're doing something, you don't like the way they're doing something, and you have these thoughts that run through your mind that think, you know, maybe I'm not with the right person. Perhaps they're not the person who was made for me. I don't think I could spend forever with this person. And you have all this doubt running through your body, right? But what keeps somebody together? Well, of course, it would be the faith that things will work out. The faith that they are the right person. The faith to have hope in the things unseen, right? Because you don't know the future. I don't, my wife doesn't, but it's that faith that keeps you and your spouse or the person you're dating together, because you don't know what's gonna happen a minute from now, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, a day, a week, a month, a year, or the rest of your life. Will you be with this person? Maybe or maybe not. How do you know? You don't. So the only way you can really stay together is by the power of faith. What's incredible is just when you don't think something's gonna work out, what helps you to focus on the positive of our relationship? So say, for instance, we have a disagreement. Perhaps you're starting to doubt me as your husband, or you were doubting me when you were dating me. What helps you to say, you know what, I'm gonna give it another try. You know what, I'm gonna try to be the bigger person and work this out. You know what, I'm gonna forgive him. Or you know what, we can stay together. What helps you to really stay with me through the difficult times?
Well, first of all, love, obviously. That's a major factor. If
Absolutely.
you love that person, you don't give up quickly, I think.
Right.
Also faith, like you said, and I felt like, you know, yes, this is difficult, but you know, he has so many good qualities. Like, we've done so many things together, you know, and I think about all the good times. And it's more good times than bad times, actually.
Right.
So you kind of start seeing, you know, weighing down, you know, like there's a lot more good times than bad times. And also I thought, you know, as a Christian, when you're trying to do something right, you know, and you're always, you know, doing what's right, you're gonna have difficulties, and something's gonna happen that's wrong, and you don't give up being a Christian or a Jehovah's Witness because, you know, you have all these difficulties, you know, going on, but you keep fighting, because, you know, we're gonna go through things that go wrong. It's not, you know, and that's a sign for me that, you know, I'm doing something right. So I put that in my relationship with you, and I said, you know, like, if everything's always going nice and smooth, and, you know, like, there's something, you know, that, you know, like, it's not saying that I'm doing something wrong, but, you know, like, something's bound to happen, you know, we're bound to get an argument. We're imperfect human beings, and, you know, we're not gonna see eye to eye all the time.
Right.
But, you know, I love you so much, and we've gone through so much that it's willing to fight for, you know, like, you're always gonna see there's so much more happiness, you know, than all the sadness that happens when you argue. Nobody wants to argue, but the point is to pass that argument and grow from it. Try to grow together from it, you know, and I'm not gonna blame you for it and you don't blame me, but I've always thought, you know, it's worth fighting because I do love you. It's more pain to me to lose you than it is, you know,
to stay with.
Yeah, it's more painful to me to not be with you than to be with you. So
Right.
I always thought, you know, those kind of
perfect
thoughts.
sense.
It doesn't happen all like, you know, like I'm telling you guys right now. It takes time
Right.
and also, you know, more experience.
Right.
You know, like I felt like we've grown so much with, you know, every argument we have, every, you know, disagreement we have, you know, like it becomes a little bit, you know, easier to understand each other.
Right.
And it's because we have learned to, you know, dealt with those problems. We
Right.
just didn't just, you know, whatever, I love you, let's get back together and not fix it. We fixed them and we've talked about it and we've learned from them, we've grown from them. So here we are today, and it's just amazing.
And it's really that power of faith that keeps one person together. Because without faith, if you drive, do you think that you would actually be able to drive without the power of faith? Think about it. You don't know what's gonna happen. You could get killed or you could kill somebody else, right? Every time you step into a vehicle, especially when you're driving, you could be the one responsible for somebody's death. You could hit a pothole, you could swerve, somebody could jump out in front of you, or somebody could kill you. But what gives you the ability to drive? Well, none other than the power of faith. When you're driving down a road and the only thing that separates you from literally dying in an instant and you killing somebody else in an instant is what? A yellow line? One little 4-inch line in the road? When you're going 40, 50, 70, 80, 90, 100 miles an hour down the road and they're coming the other direction and you guys are literally heading towards each other, where if you swerve or they swerve, you will kill each other or kill everyone in your vehicle or everyone in theirs. But what stops you from driving on the road? Well, it would have to be no faith. But what keeps you driving? Why would you drive? Why would you drive down a road knowing that somebody could kill you, knowing that you could kill somebody else? Well, it's because of that word faith. Because you're too focused on the positive things that come along from driving than the pains and negative things, right? So it's the same way in a relationship. If you get into an argument, if you fight, you have disagreements, you're having problems, what will keep you together? Well, it has to be faith, because you don't know what's gonna happen next.
I think it's either faith or fear. Like,
Right.
You're either gonna be fearful, or you could either make it be faith. You know,
Right.
focus on the positive things. When you're fearful, it's not a good place. You're always gonna focus on the negative, and
Right.
you know, and this is what's happening, and this is gonna happen now because, you know, I'm with this person. That's being in a fearful state. And I don't know about you guys, but I'd rather be faithful than
Right.
I'd rather focus on faith than on fear.
Right.
Because if, like my husband said, if you're in a car and you're driving and this line is separating both incoming and outgoing traffic, like if you're gonna be driving in fear, you're gonna hit somebody, you're gonna hit something,
Right,
you're
or
gonna
you
hit a
just
car.
won't drive at all.
But I'd rather just be focused, you know, drive with faith instead of like, you know, like being fearful because I'm just gonna get in an accident or I'm not gonna get my license, whatever it is, you know, it's just gonna prevent me from doing all these great things, you know, that I can do. So I'd rather be focused on faith than on fear.
Right.
Like,
And
if you look at it that way.
And where focus goes, energy flows. So what you have to understand is that if you're constantly driving and all you're thinking about in your conscious and subconscious mind, you're consciously thinking of, oh my goodness, what if I hit somebody? Oh my goodness, what if somebody hits me? Oh my goodness, what if I kill somebody? Oh my goodness, what if they kill me? I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know how to turn here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where's this person going? And you're constantly thinking of the fears that are running through your head. Well, more than likely, you won't be able to drive. You won't get very far. And chances are, perhaps, you'll even hit somebody. Or perhaps somebody will hit you because that's all you're thinking about. Or perhaps you never kill anybody. Or perhaps nobody kills you. Or perhaps nothing bad happens on the road. But if you're constantly driving with that fear in your head and you're thinking of everything that can go wrong, do you think that you would enjoy driving? Do you think you would indulge in the pleasures that come from driving? Do you think you would look forward to driving? Do you think you would look forward to being on the road? Of course not. And it's the same way in your relationship. And friends, hopefully you understand this powerful analogy. Because if all you're focusing on, just like driving, is, oh my goodness, what if we break up? Oh my goodness, what if they leave me? Oh my goodness, what if they cheat on me? Oh my goodness, what if I do this? What if I cheat on them? What if I look at somebody? What if they're looking at somebody else? What if I? You're gonna be driven by fear, and perhaps because that's all you're thinking about, that you do go cheat, that you do go look at someone, that you do go do something against your spouse, that you do start an argument, that you do start problems, that they start problems. Whatever you think about normally, you attract. If you're being negative, you attract negative vibes. If you're positive, you attract positive vibes. If you think about fear, fear is going to come towards you. If you think about what you're faithful, if you think about faith, it'll come towards you as well. It's a law of attraction. And then the biggest thing is, if all you're focusing on is, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do about this. Just like you're driving, what if they hit me? What if I hit them? What if we break up? Or what if they do this? What if we get a divorce? What if that's all you're thinking about, and you're driven by fear? Do you think that you'd be enjoying your relationship? Perhaps you stay together. Perhaps you continue dating. Perhaps you stay married. Perhaps
I think they just want to enjoy life.
Right.
Because if they're like that with a relationship,
right,
they might be like that with all aspects of their life. And that's not a joyful way to live. You know,
right.
Jehovah wants us to be joyful people,
Right.
happy people. You're
Right.
not going to be happy. You might be happy for a moment here and there,
Right.
but you're not truly happy. Like,
Right.
that's not, you know, that's a fearful person. Or, you know, they always focus on the negative.
Right.
That's not a good way to live.
So you have to realize what is driving you in your life. Internally, not actually. What's driving you? Is it faith or fear? Is it faith in your marriage or in your relationship? Or is it fear? Are you constantly driven by, what if they leave? What if they do this? What if I do this? I don't know about this. And you're constantly thinking of all the negative questions that can run through your head. Or are you focusing on the things unseen? Hey, I don't know if we'll be together. Hey, I don't know if I'll cheat. I don't know if she'll cheat. I don't know if I'll be faithful. I don't know if she'll be faithful. I don't know any of these outcomes. Nobody does. Everyone has great intentions. No, I would never cheat. No, we'll stay together forever. And you could say those, positive affirmations, but the problem is you just truly don't know. So how could you stay together if there's just so much uncertainty? Well, there has to be a level of faith. In order for you to stay together, in order for you to enjoy your relationship, you have to focus on the good that can come from you staying together. You have to focus on the blessings. And the only way you'll enjoy driving is if you're focusing on all the blessings that come from you having your license or having a vehicle. Hey, you know what? I can get from A to B. Hey, you know what? I can help others get from A to B. I can help them get from where they are to where they want to go. I can pick people up for the meetings, and I can get to work on time, and I have the independence of being able to just go somewhere where I want. If you focus on that, and you have faith that things will work out, and you have faith that you'll get to your destination safely, then you know what? You'll not only enjoy driving, but chances are you will get there safely, because that's what you're focusing on. And it's the same way in your relationship. If all you're focusing on is a negative, that's what you'll experience. If you're focusing on the beauty that can come from a relationship, and you're saying, you know what, I'm not sure about any of these things, it's all uncertain, but you know what, I'm just gonna focus on the beauty. And it doesn't mean you're being ignorant. You're recognizing the problems and the weaknesses and the strengths in your relationship, and you're trying to fix them, but you're not driven by the fear. You understand there's complications, but you're trying to fix them, but you're not only focusing on the complications. You're focusing on all the blessings that could come from you being in a relationship. And that is what will keep you together. If you're having struggles or complications, focus on what's driving you. Try to cultivate more faith in the things unseen. And I can promise you, just like us, and many of other people can attest to it as well, you'll live a long, beautiful, happy life with the person that you are meant to be with the person that you're meant to love. And of course, there's no destiny, there's no fate, but we do believe that if you have a person in your life, the Bible says that Jehovah gave them to you. So appreciate that. Of course, friends, if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Also, be sure to
subscribe and share.
And comment below, are you ready to start cultivating more faith in your relationship? Give us an I'm ready in the comments below. All right, family, we love you guys.
Love you guys. Bye.